Hey there, Keanu fans! We have all turned back and watched his movies again and again, just like he watched the red dress girl from The Matrix. Well, today, let's see how many of you have watched the movies that Keanu loves the most and wants everyone to watch. Keanu recently did an interview with Esquire where he listed all his favorite movies. We will list down his top 5 movies of all time, along with our take on why they are at the top of his list. We all love Keanu with all our hearts, for he is one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. The guy doesn't age, and maybe that's why even our parents dig him, and soon future generations will too. Keanu Reeves doesn't seem like a guy who has time to watch movies, right? I mean, he is always learning something new for his movies. Sometimes it's horse riding, sometimes it's shooting, and sometimes it's about taking revenge for his dog. Well, to ours and everyone's surprise, the humble star has a whole list of favorite movies that he shared with the magazine. Before we start, be sure to stick around till the end to find out the movie that Keanu Reeves thinks is the best gem out there.
Sound right to me.
At number 5, The Neon Demon. So, the story follows a girl named Jessie who's trying to pursue modeling and has just moved to LA after turning sweet 16. Even though the young diva is capable of a successful career, her colleagues, or rivals, try their level best to drag her down the ladder. Facing this, she also has to deal with creeps and stalkers. To tackle and adapt to her surroundings, Jessie slowly converts into a badass who will take on anyone if necessary. The plot and the premise of the film are enough to be likable, but because of the performance of the film's crew, it has managed to gather a couple of awards under its belt. The Neon Demon has been honored with the Best Score at the Chainsaw Awards, Best Visual Effects, and Best Cinematography at the Robert Awards, along with Best Makeup at the Halfway Awards. Keanu Reeves himself is in the movie and plays the role of a hotel manager. And if you have not watched the movie, let us enlighten you that Keanu doesn't play the innocent guy, but instead, he has a creepy scumbag aura whenever he appears on the screen. Definitely a role that showed Keanu has more acting skills than people give him credit for. He can do much more with just his voice and doesn't need any guns to be badass. Keanu kept this movie on his top 5 list because he really respects the director, Nicholas Winding Refn. Nicholas has a keen eye for details and storytelling, and if you know Keanu Reeves, he is all in for research and study. No wonder he admires Nicholas for sculpting the movie from scratch. The Neon Demon has characters that have a dark side, something we see in real life, and Keanu probably just loved the idea of having such relatable characters on the screen. At number 4, A Clockwork Orange. The story follows a guy named Alex, a psychopath, who has been committing crimes since a young age. Alex, after getting arrested for murder and rape, decides to reduce his sentence by participating in a psychological experiment conducted by the government. But is it necessary to even say things go wrong? Even though this film came all the way back in 1971, it still holds pretty solid today. A Clockwork Orange is a drama crime film that has earned the Best Foreign Film Award at the SIAD Awards, the Best Dramatic Presentation at the Hugo Awards, and much more. The lead, Malcolm McDowell, has also been awarded Best Actor, along with Stanley Kubrick, who won the Best Director Award at the Golden Globe Awards. Again, Reeves really admires the director of the film, Stanley Kubrick.
You're breathtaking!
The lead, Malcolm McDowell, is certainly one of a kind. McDowell is one of those actors who can just keep retaking one single scene for the 100th time. The hardworking spirit of McDowell and Reeves is enough to show the similarities. It won't be a surprise if Keanu eventually says McDowell was one of his inspirations. Reeves also loves the crime genre and the way Kubrick has molded it. At number 3, Rollerball. This movie takes place in a dystopian future where the world is popular for its brutal sport named Rollerball. The sport is not just brutal during the game, but also backstage. The players are ready to kick out our protagonist, Jonathan E. Jonathan. In a non-organized world, decides to take up on anyone who stands in his way. Rollerball was a movie ahead of its time. The movie digs deep into an extraordinary idea of a dystopian world that is fueled by this hellish sport. This is something that catches people's eye. The film received numerous nominations, out of which it won Best Art Direction at the BAFTA Film Awards. It also won the Best Cinematography Award, Best Sci-Fi Film, and Best Actor Award at the Golden Scroll Awards. James Caan performed effortlessly and portrayed the hard-ass character of Jonathan perfectly. Maybe Keanu just likes characters who have to rise up among others for the greater good, be it in a simulated world or a brutal rollerball game. I mean, look at John Wick, the guy who literally fights gangsters and contract killers to avenge the death of his dog. At number 2, The Bad Batch. Once again, we are taken into a dystopian world where we follow a young girl named Arlen. This poor girl is thrown into Texas Westland to be eaten by cannibals. During her escape journey, she meets a guy named Miami Man who is looking for his daughter. The duo begins their journey trying to achieve their goals. This is a horror thriller film that was released in 2016. The tone and grittiness of the film were well received by the audience, but not by the critics, though the movie did receive the Golden Lion Award during the Venice Film Festival. Once again, this movie has Keanu Reeves in it. He plays the character called The Dream, who is a leader of a small town called Comfort. Keanu, in an interview with Pacific Rim Video, called this movie rock and roll. Checking the dystopian box, with action and romance, the movie managed to earn the second place. And finally, at number 1, Dr. Strangelove. Certainly a strange one on the list. The main protagonist, named General Jack D. Ripper, believes the Soviets are planning a conspiracy against his nation. In a panic to stop this conspiracy, the leader decides to launch nuclear power on the Soviet Union. This results in a global nuclear crisis. Every authority around the globe only has one goal: to stop this nuclear war. The film works great with its dark humor and on-point emotions. It manages to convey the danger of a nuclear-powered future while maintaining the spice of entertainment. This comedy/war genre works perfectly for the audience as well as the critics. The movie was and still gets praised for its filmmaking. It earned Best Art Direction, Best British Film, and Best British Screenplay at the BAFTA Awards. The OFTA Film Hall of Fame honored the film for Best Character, Peter Sellers, and Best Motion Picture. The list can go on for a while, but let's just summarize it by saying the movie has earned the most awards compared to others on this list. We have already established how much Keanu admires Stanley Kubrick for A Clockwork Orange. Kubrick, along with his crew, has crafted a piece of art in the form of Dr. Strangelove. Keanu loves gritty comedy that has some sort of high stakes. It is fast-paced and consists of many great characters. As fans of our noble superstar, we can admit Keanu has a great list of picks. Each movie has a unique story that you won't find anywhere else. Looking back at Keanu's career, he certainly enjoys making films that are different from others. He is a fan of dark storylines that are slowly slipping away from Hollywood today. In the era of superheroes, filmmakers have forgotten how well dark and intense plotlines can work if done right. Keeping in mind that Keanu's top pick, Dr. Strangelove, conveyed the images of global war, well, we have something just like that on our channel, so do click on the next title on your screen to watch our take on the German masterpiece, All Quiet on the Western Front, where a group of young friends join the army and go through the horrors of war very early on in their lives. See you in our next video.